Welcome to the October 2025 Hero Studio Stamping Cut of the Month called Sparkle and Shine. Let's take a look at this month's product. This is a 4x6 clear stamp set that allows you to create and customize handmade ornaments. Some of the images included on this set are two different shaped ornaments. There is the string to hang your ornaments from, ornament toppers, two different size flowers, a group of berries, two different size holly leaves. There are two different designs to decorate your ornaments. We also have 4 sentiments that read, so very, very, very merry, sparkle and shine, it's holiday time, Merry Christmas, and Happy Holidays to you. There's also a coordinating die for everything, including the sentiments on this set. Now let's create a card. I'm going to start by stamping out some images onto white cardstock to color them in with alcohol markers. When you are first stamping out the shaped ornaments, you're going to want to gently place them onto the cardstock, let them fall down and take their natural shape. I'm going to stamp everything in intensified black ink, and I want to have one of the strings for my ornaments be a little bit longer, so I'm going to stamp one down first, place it over the top so it's just right above that previously stamped string, and then stamp it again. The color scheme that I'm going to use today for my ornaments is a light pink and a teal shade. So I'm going to color one ornament and one bow in teal and one ornament and another bow in the pink shade. I'm going to use 3 different markers in each shade to get the color variation and add contrast and dimension to the image. For this first ornament, I am going to start by outlining the outer edge of the ornament with my darkest color and then blend out with my medium shade and finish off with the lightest shade to add the highlight into the center. For the circle ornament, I'm going to have my highlight area be on just one side of the ornament. So again, I'm going to start out with the darkest shade, but one side is going to be a little bit thicker than the other. Then I'm going to blend out with my medium color. And as I get to the other side, I'm actually going to kind of create a crescent on one side. That's going to be my highlight area. You could leave that area white or fill it in with the lightest shade of your marker. Once everything is colored in, I'm going to line up the coordinating dies, hold them down with a low tack tape, and run them through the die cut machine. For the string that I stamped twice, I need to do some partial die cutting. So I start by lining up the bottom portion of that string with the coordinating die, but when I line it up into my scout, the top plate I'm going to place below the end of my die. So anything past that will not cut. As I remove the die, you can see it only cut out one end. So I'm going to line my die back up, kind of fitting it in place like a puzzle. Again, I'm going to do partial die cutting. So anything past that plate that is open will not cut. Now, it doesn't cut it out all the way perfectly, but it's just enough to allow me to extend that string and make it hang my ornament down a little bit lower than the other. I'm going to add the decorative elements to my ornaments. Now, I made sure that my ornaments were completely dry. You can even hit them with a heat tool. I placed them on a sticky mat inside of my MISTI tool, prepped them with an anti-static powder, and then I'm going to stamp the design onto my ornaments using embossing and watermark ink. Then I'm going to sprinkle on some gold embossing powder. I'm going to pick them up with my tweezers, tap off any excess, and then I can melt the embossing powder with my heat tool. I can now build my ornaments by adding tape runner or liquid glue to the toppers and adding them to my ornaments. Also, I can add in my strings, and then the bows I'm going to attach using some thin foam squares. Off screen, I stamped and heat embossed the Cling Stamp of the Month for October 2025. I heat embossed it with iridescent bronze embossing powder and trimmed the panel down using the nested rectangles die. I'm then going to attach my ornaments using thin foam squares, and I had trimmed off any of the excess string at the top. I popped up my sentiment with thin foam squares as well, and now we have a completed card project. Thank you for joining. We can't wait to see your creations.